Alright, Shane, you want to know about ghosts. Well, first of all, I have seen ghosts. They have been seen outside of my house, running past my windows. And I know it's not kids, because I go out to investigate, and no one's there. I even take a flashlight out. And sometimes my dog will start barking at nothing, which usually according to the ghost hunter's rules, that means that there might be a spirit there that she's barking at. Anyways, I do have pictures of ghosts, but I'll show you those a little bit later. Shall we go away? Trying to film a video here, and then I'll put you outside after it. I've actually heard some strange noises before. Family members have had interactions with ghosts. So first of all, let's talk about the strange stuff. Footsteps upstairs, doors opening and closing. Why, it's the sound of a door opening and closing, but then when we go up there, the doors are exactly how we left it. And we hear stuff being moved around, but when we go up there, nothing's moved. This computer I'm on right now, that is the computer I use, it had a glitching mechanism. I don't know if it was actually a glitch or a ghost itself. But I was watching Ghost Hunters, and all of a sudden I looked through the reflection on the glass window. You see that door behind me? I looked through that pane of glass from my couch that's that direction. That direction. It's that way. That way. That way. That way. Wait. No, that way. This way. That direction. And all of a sudden I saw my computer screen flickering. Like it was like it was going through everything. And all of a sudden when I went over to it, like Notepad and WordPad were all open. All my programs were open. And it actually typed something on the WordPad. It typed like a few letters and a few numbers. I don't know what it means, but maybe it's some kind of code. I had it written down somewhere. I don't know where I ever put it. But now to the interactions with ghosts. Now, when I was younger, after watching Ghost Hunters, this was like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, a ghost touched me. That's really weird because it's like you know, it's like the kind of like wake up, you know, like where you rub your shoulder and it's like wake up. And it's like that kind of touch, but it felt weird. So I told my brothers about it, and of course they're like, I don't believe in ghosts. They're fake and shit. But they're very much real. Soon, I'll be bringing back evidence of ghosts. Because one of my professions, Mr. Dawson, will be ghost hunting. Where I take a whole bunch of equipment and me and my team go searching for answers to your ghost problems. Now, there are some comments on your video already that say all dark spirits are bad. The truth is, not all are. But some are. Some can be pretty rotten, but most aren't. Sure, they want you to get out, but they won't hurt you. They'll just say, get out. Sure, they move things, but that's not that scary, is it? Like, say this phone moves. Is that scary? if it was moving by itself, or like if it fell on the ground. Nah, that's not that scary. We knock stuff on the ground all the time. How do we know the ghost accidentally doesn't do it? Anyways, yeah. My mother has accidentally heard her name being called by a ghost. So that's impressive. Uh, Speaking of which, her family has some history of ghosts. She was, her grand, her grandparents, which would be my great-grandparents, who are dead now, um, they had this house where, this ghost whose, logger haunts it, and he would, like, sit on the bed and stuff and leave impressions, and leave like, the cabinets would be closed at night, and the cabinets would be open in the morning with stuff thrown out. Now, what you're gonna end up seeing, when I get this footage up of actual ghost encounters is like us, just investigating, like asking questions, us playing back to EVPs, and of course the flashlight test, and of course the K2 meter, which is just a varimeter that lets you know the electromagnetic field in the area, which people believe ghosts create an electromagnetic field when they manifest. Now, back to the opinion that not all dark ghosts are bad. As I said, some are good, like in residual type haunts, which is basically the same thing as what I call a repeating type haunt. It just means the ghost keeps doing what it does day after day. It's going to do the same thing, so it doesn't notice you. And they're usually dark spirits as black form. There's also the spirits who are in black form, but don't aren't mean either. They just like to play games. Like they'll walk towards you, let you see their shadow, and then they'll let you chase them and have a little bit of fun of tag, kind of. They'll also talk to you too and try to interact. Like there's also the sequence where you knock and then they like go. It's like, and then the ghost goes like that. It does 2 knocks back. It's like, can you do 1 knock for yes and 2 knocks for no? And then they'd answer questions that way. There is also the temperature gauge, where you can also have ghosts answer questions by that, or you can have it try to show itself, or you can have it do the flashlight test. The flashlight test is where you have this kind of flashlight that you turn on and you just barely leave it so it's barely off. And then you set it on the counter and you ask the ghost, like, there's a flashlight there, can you turn it on? And then the ghost will usually turn it on. And then if you ask it to turn off, it might turn off. And then you can ask it questions like that. If yes, turn it on. If no, turn it off. Can you answer questions? So, and if it turns it on, that means yes. If it leaves it off, it means no, I don't want to do it that way. Anyways, there are many ways. Before I go, I have a picture here. Now, if you're looking at this one, which is the one my finger is on, which is this one, you see that speck on the hill? That's a ghost standing there. This is taken up in Oregon by the ghost, and it is told that that woman right there, which you'll get a better picture of her right there, see her? There's a woman wearing a dress. She's actually looking for her children who fell in this waterfall right here, who were swimming there, and her children died. Now this image you can see it. So this these pictures were taken when my mother used to work at a residential place. This guy took the two pictures you just saw, and this is White taking the picture. And if you look there, if you pay attention, you can see an Indian on his horse right here. You could barely make him out, but there you go. That's a ghost. And that's a ghost. And that's the same ghost as that one. There's just one zoomed in and one zoomed out. Well, I take that with me to school tomorrow. I don't know why I seem to be interested in ghosts, so I've always been interested in paranormal, in fact. That's why I decided when I'm older I might want to go into paranormal investigator. So during my day job I might do like online math teaching, but I might also be going across the country and solving cases. Like, we'll basically explain it. If people want us to get rid of it, we'll try. Alright. Time's up, and goodbye.